Good afternoon, everybody. Fan man, Steve the Fan Guy, 89 here once again. It is Thursday, May the 26th. Today, I'm going to be doing a part two of a rant about the spammer Billy Trew. I did the last video that I did was basically a monologue about the person, behind the Billy Trew account that I had to deal with in the last week or two. But anyway, a YouTuber by the name of Matthew has been requesting that I do some more information about Billy Trew and Sammy Reedy. So I guess I'll go ahead and I'll get down to it. But anyhow, as you all know, here on one of my latest videos, which was the important update of another spammer by the name of Billy Trew, but not Sammy Reedy. And this is what I went over about the spammer that it came to my channel. Let's see if I can try to fix this here. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not doing this from my computer because I really don't have all of that set up right now. But anyway, I did the rant about the spammer, whose name was Billy Trew. And this is the other commenter that maybe this guy was behind this account. I am not exactly 100% sure. I'm convinced for several reasons that Sammy Reedy had nothing to do with it. But after the video, the person wrote me back. And he wrote to me, Steve, I just want to express my admiration for you and your love of fans. But I see myself as the problem. I will no longer comment on your videos for your own sake. Keep making great content. P.S. I'm not that Billy Trew guy, so I hope you can stop his tyrannical range in your comments. Okay. So I know now that he did watch the video. So in other words, that if this guy is if he is just not a spammer, and if he's been keeping up with my videos and he's been been watching my content like he says he has, well, then I'm really gonna have to look more into this. And then I wrote back to him, hello Ty, I have no problem with people expressing their admiration and appreciation for my passionate fans. And, and that's what I want from everybody. That's why I wanted to become a part of this forum. I make my videos and I make my content living out my passion, sharing my interest with other people. And this is basically what this all revolves around. We're displaying and we're putting a demonstration of the things that we're most interested in, and we're sharing our opinions and our views, and all in a bind. It's become this one big catastrophe, this big circus of all of these people who literally have nothing better to do with their time other than harassing people, making fun of people, spamming. A majority of them are not even fan people. They don't even have fans. They're just there to bug people because they have nothing better to do. They don't have anything better to do with their time. And I think now, at this particular point where it's come down to all of us having to deal with this nonsense, including me. So I wrote back to him, I expect of people. I'm sorry, this screen is just so small. This is getting aggravating. I'm sorry, with me. Bear with me. Oh, okay, here we go. I want people to enjoy what I do. If I were making videos at all, and if I didn't want people to comment and to like what I do, then I wouldn't be here. What sense does it make if you're going to make content and you're not going to care about what makes the channel? What makes the channel go around? What good is the channel going to be if you don't have an audience? But you want to have an audience who's going to appreciate what you do, and you're not going to have people who are going to be bashful and people who are going to harass you. But I have no problem with these people, but however, I do mind people who are going to disrespect me and engage in the immature behavior like this person has. And I'm pretty sure that some of you already know now, but I'll just go ahead and I'll let you know on it that I am autistic. I am a 32-year-old autistic man. And of course, people like me, they're more vulnerable. They're open targets to attack. They're easier to be taken advantage of. They're easier to come to. But however, since I voluntarily wanted to become a part of a public forum such as this, I knew of what was in store. I knew what I was going to be dealing with. I knew we all know the dangers and the costs of what we're going for when we put ourselves in a public forum like this. And I chose to because this was my way of sharing my passion and my way of living out my dream. And with it being said of other people out there who share my passion, and I want to see, learn more about these things and see people's demonstrations. But I am not going to let people run over me and take advantage of me and wrong me. I expect the respect that I give to other people. That's the way that I was raised. That is the way that my parents trained me to be. Nobody's gonna mess that up for me. And that's what I wrote back to this individual. Okay? And then he wrote back to me. Let me go back to the comments. And then, and this was right after I wrote back to him. I apologize, Steve. My comments were not meant in a serious manner. After reading my comments, I would like to apologize. And hope I didn't hinder you from making any more of your content. Okay, so in other words, the comments that he was putting in the comment box, in my comment box, for the last 6 or 7 days was his way of just being sarcastic, or if it was some kind of sarcastic joke or whatever. And what context are you going to take it due to the fact that a majority of these people they're spammers or they're bots. He apologized. He told me that he meant nothing of it, and I wrote him back. Everything is cool. Apology accepted. And I guess I would be mature enough to accept the apology. The guy was decent enough to write back and and say his sorries, and we made our peace, and we're going to see how this goes. If this keeps up any longer, I'm going to block the guy, and he's getting reported because, like I said, I am not going to deal with this bull crap. I mean, if I see any kind of inappropriate behavior that I do not approve of on this channel, anything that does not relate to the content, he or she is getting dealt with appropriately. You're getting blocked, your ass is getting reported, and that's that. And I'm even going to remove the comment. And so, and as for the Billy Trew account, which was the other accounts made by Sammy Reedy, there are so many theories about this individual. He had been spamming on people's channels for many years. And as for Jordan Yu, I have been a follower of his and a subscriber to him for quite a while now, for about the past 2 years now or so. And between the writing style, you see the writing styles and the behavior, the personality of this person. Anyone would second guess whether or not the guy is Billy Trew or if this could be somebody else behind the account. I have taken the time to look at some of Sammy Reedy's content, and let's go ahead and look him up right now. Okay. Type in Sammy Reedy. Okay, Sammy Reedy. Okay. This is his channel here. 496 subscribers and 746 videos. So this guy goes way back. And of course, I had known nothing about the guy, never came across the guy, and all the years that I have been, looking at YouTube, I looked at particularly fan videos and certain other particular videos. I like to look at other material. I like like to look at other stuff like YTPs, stuff like that. And the guy, I've watched some of the guy's content, and you look at his writing style and Billy Trew's. Billy Trew, he writes to Jordan, and he claims to have a son named Christopher. And you look at the icon, of the family, and it looks like a nice little family. And I looked up the family on Facebook, and it totally turned out that this is a real person. This was not somebody that was actually made up. The boy's name, however, his name is Isaiah Ray Trew, not Christopher. And this person had not been active on Facebook in the last 8 or 9 years, not since 2014. And I have learned this, through some of Jordan Yu's followers, and and I look at this guy, Sammy Reedy. He he writes, commentary about his life, and he claims to be a vintage fan lover. He doesn't like the Chinese-made fans. And Billy Trew and the Michael Porter account, they rant about, the so-called 37-33 moves 30 cm or whatever. They're permanently lubricated. Throw away your golden oldie fan and get a 37-33. And this guy, from what Matthew had told me, I never saw the video, but Matthew told me that he bought a new Lakewood or something like that to anger, some other people out there, about him not liking the modern fans or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, and I have seen, some of his fan videos, and some of them revolve around. I've seen some of the fans of his that I had seen are no older than 20 or 25 years old. You could say like a fan from the 90s would be vintage. I kind of would say that it would anything going back to the 80s or 70s would be more vintage. But anyway, the guy also made a video about a new Apple Watch. I didn't watch the video. I never took the time to watch it. But you look at Michael Porter, and some of his commentary on Jordan used videos. He makes a comment, a rant or a statement about the same very watch. Kind of makes you wonder if this man seen here in the video is the one responsible for the Billy Trew and the Michael Porter account. This person, however, is autistic. He claims to be autistic. He's been through rehab. He struggled with addiction. I can't say that the guy isn't particularly a bad guy, because videos of his that I had seen, he has family. There's videos of him, Christmas videos with nieces and nephews or whatever. And you see Billy Trew, and just he writes about, about his family and Christopher this and Christopher that. But any of us are led to believe, and we can make up our minds on this, on whether, this is the actual Billy Trew, the real Billy Trew that's running this account, and he's making content, about pornography. And this is basically what you see on most of his videos. And yet, then again, he has a family. He's married, and he goes to church. And you look at his channel, and you're seeing pornography and all kinds of vulgar stuff on there. And this, you see some of the videos here. He's got some good videos. But similar comments that have came from both Billy Trew and Sammy Reedy is that smoking is good for your health. Smoking is good for you. He's saying that people should do it, and which tobacco of any form, as well as alcohol, is anything but healthy for you, which it is not. But, whether or not Sammy Reedy is the guy behind these accounts. It's possible, maybe so. If not, then who knows? Maybe we're all that is just this guy leaves us with this riddle to play. But I happen to believe that the guy is actually Sammy Reedy, because you look at the two Billy Trew and Michael Porter accounts. Both of them are spammers, and they imitate people, they mock people. They both have been harassing Jordan and other people for a long time. Have even, I have even, been a victim of circumstance. Writing styles are similar, and they both don't like, the vintage, American-made fans. But I just happen to believe, I'm going with my, I'm putting my money on it that Sammy Reedy is the one behind the Billy Trew and the Michael Porter account. The guy, you don't see a face reveal. You look at his videos, and it's kind of like, like what I'm doing now. He's holding his phone up to a different phone, and he's taking people's identity, and, he looks them up on Facebook, like the Michael Porter account, for example. I took a snapshot of the man in the picture of the Michael Porter account, and I put him on Google Image, and it shows up on the internet that the man is identified as William Masvinue, and this is a man living in somewhere in South Africa. So, how exactly is it so that this is a guy living in Tennessee? He's married to a woman named Tabitha. For all I know, this was somebody else that Sammy Reedy might have seized their identity to. For all I know, and this was the same thing with the Billy Trew account. That Sammy Reedy, this is what scammers and spammers do. They steal people's identity, and this is what they do to get to people. This is what they do to get attention. This is what they do to get into people's information and their personal lives, and they even get through their families. I have dealt with a slew of these people. They do not belong on the internet. As far as I'm concerned, they don't even have any business being out in public. And they use the internet to get to other people like this because they're sniveling cowards. They're sick in the head, and they do this as a ruse to hurting and taking advantage of people. And, the least that we have to do is to deal with it. We're going to continue to make our content. We're going to make our videos and share our passions and do whatever it is that we do. But I could very easily look up the real Billy Trew's profile, and I could ask this guy, does he realize that his identity has been used by another individual, and he's been, using it to harass people and take advantage of people. But like I said, with it's obvious that the guy has not been active on Facebook for a long time now. What good would it do? But what can you do? If I ever, like for example, if I get a friend request on Facebook, and if it's somebody that I don't know, if it's somebody who's not family or friend, I am going to identify that person. I'm going to put them through Google Image. I am going to look up their profile, and if that person is not exactly what they seem, they're a scammer, they're a spammer, they're dangerous. I'm not dealing with them. I'm going to report them, and I'm taking them down, and I'm blocking them off. And this is basically the same thing with Sammy Reedy. So yes, I actually happen to believe for a fact that Sammy Reedy could actually be the one behind the Billy Trew account. If not the other guy by the name of Ty Oaks. I I really don't have enough information on this individual. And Matthew, let me go ahead and look this up for you too. By the way, let me go back to my channel. Oh, here it is. Okay. See if I can find the last video. Okay. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm kind of new with this whole video making thing, with the whole ranting thing. I'm not able to do this kind of thing with the computer yet because I really don't have that set up right now. So just kind of bear with me on this. But anyway, let's look up the information about Ty Oaks here. This is his channel here. 4 comments on my channel, and these are the last few comments that he's put in before. And this is another comment that he posted. The one where I did the tripod assembly and demonstration video. Just take your time to look at those. Tell me if that's not spam. And oh yeah, let's look at this one. Okay, this was when I did the little handcrafted fan, exhaust fan. He wrote in, "Wow, what a cool moose! Aren't you scared it might have a crush on you?" Okay, and of course, the name of the account is Billy Trew, but it does not have the picture of the family in it, and it's kind of making you wonder if this is the same Billy Trew. This guy writes back. He writes in, Steve, my boy Billy didn't post spam. He was just worried about your personal life. Okay, and so he tells me that he's not this Billy Trew guy, and he says Billy Trew guy, so that means that the guy doesn't know him. He has nothing to do with him. He has no connection to him whatsoever, so that's giving me the indication that this individual has lied to me. And so, well, that's what I wrote back to him. My personal life is none of nobody else's damn business. But anyway, this is the Billy Trew account. Joined 1 month ago, no subscribers. So I highly doubt, that this would have anything to do with Sammy Reedy. The guy hadn't been active on YouTube that long. The guy has no content, no videos, and let's see here. Well, there's the subscription. Joined April 24th, 2022. Okay, now let's look at Ty Oaks. Okay, so he had been active on YouTube for quite a while now. So let's look up his description. And this is what his channel is titled. The real point God Jordan is my dad. Now, I don't know if he was talking about Jordan Yu. I'm not exactly too sure. Uh, okay, and he first started out December the 18th, 2014, and he's got 104 views. And the guy does have content. Let's click out of that. And I don't know. I don't. It doesn't look anything like Sammy Reedy or Billy Trew's account, but you see this one video here. The guy. Let's see here. Let's see if we can pause that for a minute. The guy is holding a phone up to his, and he's making a video about something. And this is something that we had seen with Billy Trew's content, on his videos. Kind of makes you wonder. But this guy had been active since 2014. Sammy Reedy had been active on YouTube since 2008, between sometime around 2008, I suppose. So the guy has some pretty crazy content, as you have all seen. So Matthew, if you may have any information about this guy, if you've ever seen him. I looked up this guy. I came across this guy on Joe Burke's video too, by the way. So, well, there you go, everybody. There is a little rant, a little monologue about the spammer Billy Trew and the multiple accounts. I hoped that this has helped some of you, and this is me telling you of what I know. Maybe the person behind the Billy Trew account could be either Sammy Reedy or it could be this person. I'm not exactly too sure. But give me your thoughts on this. If any of you may have any information, please let me know. And I guess that'll do it for now. Well, I hope that this has helped some of you, and I hope that some of you will look at this, and if you see what I mean on this, it's pretty much tells the story just like Jordan or Walter or any of the others would tell what they think of the Billy Trew or the Sammy Reedy account. So there you have it, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed the video and more videos to come, and have a good one. Bye bye.